It's a great pleasure for me to welcome you, whether you're one of the small number of people here in person or are watching on our website, to the swearing in of Lady Justice Rose as a Justice of the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. It's a particular pleasure for me to welcome Dame Vivian's family and friends who have joined us here, including her husband, Dr. Balkin. I'm also pleased to welcome the Lord Chancellor, the Lord Chief Justice, the Master of the Rolls, the President of the Queen's Bench Division, the Attorney General, the Solicitor General, and other guests. This ceremony is taking place in the circumstances of the coronavirus pandemic, so it's being conducted in a way which takes appropriate care for health and safety. We're holding it in the court, but we've had to take a number of precautions. And so, as you'll see, the members of the court are seated differently from usual so as to maintain a safe distance between us. And we've had to limit the number of people attending and to keep them also apart from one another. And Dr. Balkin has kindly agreed, when the time comes, for Dame Vivian to be helped into her new judicial robes to perform that role as her dresser. The ceremony is relatively simple, but no less important for that. After some introductory words about Lady Justice Rose, I'll invite her to take the oaths required by law. First, the oath of allegiance to Her Majesty the Queen, and secondly, the judicial oath. That oath is etched on the glass screen in the entrance hall as you come into this building. And it reminds the members of the court every day of the oath that they have taken. I'll then invite Lady Justice Rose to sign the oaths book in which the taking of her oaths is recorded. And I'll then invite her to take her seat on the bench, joining us for the first time. First, I'd like to say something about Lady Justice Rose. Vivian Rose was educated at Cambridge, where she took a first in law, and then at Oxford, where she again took a first in the BCL. She qualified as a barrister, specialising in competition law, and was appointed as the standing junior counsel to the Director General of Fair Trading. She then joined the Government Legal Service, working first at the Treasury, where she was joint leader of the team implementing the Financial Services and Markets Act of 2000, and gained experience of drafting legislation. She then became Director of Operational and International Humanitarian Law at the Ministry of Defence, leading a team which advised the Secretary of State and senior military personnel on legal issues arising from the deployment of our armed forces around the world, including in Iraq and Afghanistan. She next became Deputy Counsel in the office of the Speaker of the House of Commons, advising the Speaker on issues including parliamentary privilege and freedom of information. In 2005, she was appointed to her first judicial position as a chairman of the Competition Appeal Tribunal. She also sat as a recorder, hearing criminal cases, and as a judge of the first-tier tribunal in cases concerned with charities and with the environment. In 2013, she was appointed as a High Court judge and assigned to the Chancery Division, where she heard cases concerned with matters such as trademarks, pensions, and insolvency. She also served as President of the Upper Tribunal Tax and Chancery Chamber. In 2019, she was appointed to the Court of Appeal, where she widened her judicial experience by sitting not only in her specialist areas, but also in some important public law and employment law cases. Dame Vivian's route to this court is unique, as the first former government lawyer to join us. Having spent a substantial part of her career working in government and in Parliament, she will add significantly to the diversity of experience on the court. Her well-recognised legal ability and her breadth of experience will be invaluable in maintaining the high quality of our judgments and our reputation as an international centre of legal excellence. We are delighted that she is joining us. I now invite you to take the oaths required by law.
I, Vivian Judith Rose, do swear by Almighty God that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors according to law. I, Vivian Judith Rose, do swear by Almighty God that I will well and truly serve our Sovereign Lady, Queen Elizabeth II, in the office of a Justice of the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. And I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usages of this realm, without fear or favour, affection or ill will.
I now invite you to sign the oaths book. I now have pleasure in presenting you, in a socially distanced way, with the letters patent recording your appointment by Her Majesty the Queen. I now invite you to don the robes of a Justice of the Supreme Court, robes which I may say were initially those of Lady Hale and then those of Lady Black, and so you're the third woman to wear these robes. I now invite you to take your seat on the bench as a Justice of the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom with the title of Lady Rose of Comworth. That concludes our ceremony. Thank you all for coming today or for watching online. The court will now adjourn.